Depression, telling no. Self-hatred, oh, telling no, yeah. Mental illness, telling no. Diabetes and cancer, oh, telling no. Depression, telling no. Self-hatred, oh, telling no, yeah. Mental illness, telling no. Diabetes.
Hello, everybody. It's your girl, Vette Green, and I got my bro here with me, Franklin, the Joker, the Overlooked MC, and we are here for a very, very special episode of the Vette Green Show. This is an episode that was actually pre-recorded a while back, but the entire show unfortunately, did not get to play. So today, we are going to play the show in its entirety. We're going to stop during the time for a break just to answer any questions that some of you may ask while the show is playing, or just to have conversation during the show. So how are you doing today, bro? And thank you again for doing this.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm doing real good today. I'm hanging in there, and busy weekend, of course, always
That's what's up.
staying at it, staying focused.
Yeah, that countdown is on. Birthday about to come up, bro. About to
Oh
be
yeah,
50, a blessed 50.
oh yeah, yeah. It's gonna be good. Okay. We definitely get everything together to go back on the road, back into the hometown. Yes, yes,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Getting ready.
See,
And that makes sure y'all pray for my daughter because she doing that final exam. What I'm saying, she's very nervous about it, but she's gonna do well. She's gonna do well.
yeah, she gonna do well.
Yeah,
She is up to is it Bree Bree?
Brianna Stewart, Bree. I call her Pretty Girl Bree.
Hey baby.
That's what Daddy called her, Pretty Girl Bree.
So
Yeah,
y'all say some prayers up for my niece, pretty girl Bree.
yeah,
Tell her she can do it. She got
yeah.
this thing. She gonna
You
walk
got it.
across that stage very
Yeah,
soon.
yeah. May 14th at the graduation, I will be there, and also her mom is walking the stage too,
Ooh, that's a blessing.
graduating with her RN. Yeah, yeah,
Ooh, wee.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
a
So
blessing.
we'll celebrate baby moms too, doing an amazing job. Yes,
Ooh, see, it's never too late. I'm going
yeah,
back to school. I got to go get some education,
yeah,
get some tools and stuff in my box. Going
yeah.
back to school for some project management and some of that. Take a few not Franklin marketing classes, the corporate part.
Corporate marketing classes.
Yeah,
Yeah. So once
he said now you can
get
consider
there,
her.
if you want to get there, you already have the knowledge for it. That's cool.
Yes, and I
Mhm.
can go in there with the knowledge that you have taught as
Yeah.
well because it makes a big difference. So let us know also where you guys are from 1 to 10. This is just one of those special Vette Green shows. I really wanted to play this entire show because the women, and thank you to the ladies that came together with me to make this show happen. I'm so happy that we were able to do this. Big shout out to Rochelle, the Queen Lola, the Queen Layla, my girl Tamara, Goldie. Thank you, ladies, for being with me for this phenomenal show. So I'm about to get into it. Let me share my screen here. Got to make sure I'm sharing the right one.
Yes.
And then I'm going
Yeah.
to drop down because I think it'll play. We have to drop. He said he on a 10,000. I know
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. I know that's right. I know that's right.
I
Hey,
think we
Mike
may have to
Murray.
drop down, bro. You think we have to drop down while it's
No, no. You have the You just can press play, and
okay?
press play. It'll definitely go on in. I'll go ahead and turn this background off so we can definitely focus what's going on here on this replay.
Yeah.
I watched it. I watched this about twice too.
Did
When you
you? I'm
last time.
I'm so proud about this because we really did come together and just pour our hearts out. We were just there supportive of each other and just letting each other know that we aren't alone in the things that we go through or grow through.
Mhm.
So I'm going to go
Mhm.
ahead and start this, everybody. And like I said, we're going to be taking some breaks and having question and answer session as well. Maybe some of the ladies can pull up, or if they are watching, jump in the chat as well. So let me go ahead and play this.
Yeah, you got to unmute yourself so they can hear it.
Thank you.
Unmute yourself there.
Today we are introducing you to a panel, and this is going to be called the Women's Circle. This is going to be a monthly panel where we come together as women and we support each other. Because what I found is, like my sister Rochelle said, that we are so much more alike than we are different. And I also found that as women, as queens, we need to be supportive of each other because we don't get the support that we need all the time. A lot of times we wear so many hats, and we do it effortlessly. Like we will take one hat off and put another one on and not even think about it. And at the same time, it's like we continue to pour into so many people all the time because we come with love. As women, we are natural nurturers, and we want everyone to just feel okay to be okay. And a lot of times I found that we don't have anybody to pour into us. I remember feeling so empty at one point, and like even thinking about it, it just brings tears to my eyes because I love that you all agreed to come on this panel. Thank you so much for coming here because I believe that God is so intentional, and what is about to happen in this room is not for us; it's for us to reach other women and let them know that they are not alone because we are so much more alike than we are different. We all have a story to tell. We all have heard stories to tell. We all come with trauma. We all come with places where we need to still heal. I know I've done healing in my life, but I am still healing from the trauma that I have gone through that I thought was just okay, that I thought was normal. And when I went on my journey of healing, I realized that there is nothing normal about the shit that I've gone through. It is nothing normal about the shit.
Okay, so let me pause. Anybody in the chat, let me know if you can hear this okay. I wonder if so turn up the volume. Okay.
Yeah, right on the video. Yeah,
Okay.
your volume on the video. Yeah, it should be a volume separated from the computer. Yeah,
Okay, let me see.
yeah.
Oh, this particular video has been something else trying to even get it out here. Let me go to the video
Because like I
set.
said, I watched it twice because it was a two-part video. When it was on the first,
Yeah.
yeah, I watched the one part and then I went back and watched the other part. It was very interesting. It was like a series. You had to come back. It was getting good. So
Oh, thank you, bro. I appreciate that. I don't know why. So it's turned all the way up.
okay,
I
yeah, I
hope
can I can hear it good enough. It's cool.
okay.
I would see if it was a little bit higher, but it's pretty much
That's as
they
high as it's gonna get right now.
yes, yes.
Okay. Well,
So
let's
make
see.
sure y'all tag some women that that's been doing their thing as a single women, business, going through, holding it down, on the throne, take care of the kids, the family, like what the Queen
Mm,
Vette Green do, for moms and unks and stuff like that, and the kids and the grand dogs and all that good stuff.
oh, thank you, bro. And that is the purpose also for doing this. And what myself and Miss Arkansas is going to be doing is monthly, we are going to be coming together, and any woman that is interested in being a part of this Queen Circle, feel free to contact us. Put your hand up, even if you're in the chat today. If you would like to be a part of next month's Queen Circle, let me know, or contact my producer and president of Green Links Media, Franklin. Just say I'm interested in being a part of the monthly Queen Circle, because what I want to do is gather women together, and probably Joker will do this on the man side. He already has the pop-up show with the Joker. which is like y'all coming together. But I feel like we need support. We need people just talking about things that normally, you wouldn't see on television, people talking about it. So that is one of the purposes of the Queen Circle, everybody. So let me go ahead and play this.
That all of you guys are awesome. And we do it and we put on our makeup and we keep going. We keep going even with this weight on our shoulders, even though we are hurting inside. We continue to keep going. And we do it because we are strong. We are strong. But sometimes we do need somebody to hug us and say, it's okay. It's going to be okay. Sometimes we need somebody to say, I love you. Sometimes we just need somebody to give our shoulder, give them our shoulder. Well, you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, just love me. Yeah, I need a hug. Like, damn, don't you see that I'm hurting inside? But I need to pour into you. But what about me? What about me? It's hard to say what about me. So many times we have to be so strong. So many times we have to be the person taking care of everybody because we are the strong. So I welcome you guys, and I'm going to open up the forum to just let go and let God. And I want you guys to introduce yourself to the world. This is the Women's Circle. This is going to be a monthly segment, and I welcome you to join anytime if you can. I'm not committing anybody to it, but if you can, because I believe that we are here to reach the masses. Our stories are not for us. My healing, I realize, is not for me. It is for somebody else on the other side of everything. Somebody that may be going through what I just came through, or something that I'm going through right now. I am here to tell my story. I am unapologetically telling my story. I'm going to be very, very intentional about this, and I want you guys to also be intentional. So go ahead and open up the forum. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the listeners. So, I love that you came as you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I wanted you to come into it. When you came walking down the stairs and I seen you, I said, yes, Lord, it's about to happen. It's about to happen. Okay? Go ahead and introduce yourself. All right. Welcome. My name is Kim. Here in Oklahoma, New York. With my sister, Vette Green Show. Talk about
Super shout out to the Queen Layla.
I love our conversation. I always walk away with something. Move with. Ain't nothing but God. All right. Well, listen, y'all. I can't come on like y'all. You put me down to. All right, y'all. Speak later. Speak later. No, go ahead. Okay. She can speak motherfucking later. Y'all know I'm on every Friday at 5 p.m. Doing the Queen herself, Vette Green. Vette Green. I'm happy to be a part of the circle. I've been looking for it. I've been telling you, like, I've been doing a group of ladies. I don't care the age. I don't care the past. Like, we went through. I can, keep that, grow from, learn from it. Everybody respect my story. Y'all make me sound like and to express it out. It's like, more of a healing thing for me. So, like, I bought a lot, like, growing up. So, but you know, listen, you gotta let God. You know, I'm nervous. When I like this, my sister, you know, I go to school, her nickname, God for you know, this is what people like, you know, even though everybody don't have a strong, listen, sometimes you get strong all the time. You feel like you're not supposed to be strong. So something like this is good for me. Like, I ain't where y'all at yet with the walk, but I'm trying to get there. Yeah, that's right. I don't need where you're supposed to be. You know, everybody have a story. I'm glad I'm here because I don't know some of the disease, but I'm still got lives. So everybody else, I've been around them for a long time. So it's good to know that we discuss it, you know, similar stories and people together with no judgment. Because some people want to judge. If they in the hot seat, they stuck hell on. You know, I know. I just want to say, just because you ain't there yet, don't mean you can't get there. Just because you halfway there, or you one step, the step alone is great. Right. So you want to take ground. It's ground. Yeah. Hi, everybody. I'm Sean. Hey. I'm from Lackawanna. Ooh. I'm currently walking in my purpose, speaking on my testimony, using everything I've been through to try to heal, help, and talk to as much women or men as possible. The journey is rough right now, and I know God doesn't want it. So I'm going to keep doing it. I have to travel the world. So that's focus on right now. And here's our band up on the back of my head. No, it's that energy. Oh my God. And I know that it's going to work because I get messages like, keep going. It's like break generational curses. Thanks for saying what I couldn't say. And that's it's all worth it. That. So, how long are you It's Lola Real. Hi, everybody. Yeah, I'm so happy to be here. You know, I'm just taking it all in. The 60 circles, man, has helped me so much. Just the reason why I came and have Lola is because she saw something in me when I came to my team. Yeah, me and everything.
Big shout out to Lola.
Mhm.
I'm so excited too. So I want to just open it up and just let you know. Let's open it up with you, Glenn, because this is you kind of set it off and made.
Thank you, baby.
Because we have been talking about this for so long, but it just never happened. You are the glue like that made it happen because when you saw Shauna's story, you called, you messaged me, and we linked, and you wanted to talk. You wanted to just tell your story, and I just want to open it up to let you just speak into us. What is your story? Who is Gwen? How did you overcome? Because you have, like, you really have overcome, and I'm very, very proud of it because I remember when, just like you remember when, like we remember when, look at us now. And, but God, ooh, but God. Woo. Yeah, overcome it. Like, at that moment, to overcome everything that you've been through, it was like, it was just crazy. Like, there, you're in there, you live in this life, like in a dark world, and it was like, you think to yourself, like, what is going on? I have these kids, but you get tied up in life sometimes because you go through relationships that you had that did not work out. You had this job, something you wished in, something didn't work out, and a lot of times I always thought to myself, like, what is going on? I want to be a fashion designer. designer. I want to be a fashion designer. I've been like this dream since like I don't know, maybe high school. You know, it was like I always wanted to be different. I always wanted to dress different. You know, I always wanted to do different. And I always ask God, you know, let me be different, but let me be related because I never wanted somebody to think that they was that you know I was better than them.
Mhm.
So when I came and went into a different life, and it was like I didn't care about myself. You know, I was going through so much hurt and stuff. You know, and then I woke up one day, you know, after years of stuff passed, and something just said to me like, "Ooh, like get out, you got to get out of there." You know, I looked myself in the mirror, jaw sunk in. You know, I started at high school 95 pounds. I had my first child at 16. I was only 95 pounds. You know, and to look in that mirror and relive that 95 pounds only in a different way, it was horrifying. I left. I had to get out. You know, although the road wasn't easy because I still slept back. You know, I left my corner. I still slept back at times. You know, and still continued to work because I was always working. Had 5 kids, but then when your kids see and start seeing what you're going through, you know, and seeing stuff in the street, you know, mom this, you know, your mom doing that, your mom, you know, then you can feel kind of like the hurt from them, and then you start feeling like the disrespect begin to happen. And I had to get rid of the bugs. You know, and it's like I remember sitting there saying, Lord, I don't want this. You know, I don't care how many rehab. I was in rehab like probably twice. And I thought about it and said, Lord, rehab ain't doing nothing for me. You're my. And I remember reaching out my hand to him saying, I'm tired. I don't want it no more. Because until you're tired, things will change. Because as long as you're not tired, it's going to keep going on and on and on. And when I finally got tired, I seen my father doing rest of summer. And I remember when I reached out to God, I seen my mom.
Mm.
He told me it's going to keep on. And from there on and therefore, I started beginning to rebuild my life, redoing things that I wanted to do, still doing, and I'm still in the business because I'm in the process. You know, I started going to school, and I went to another point in my life where I was like going into different sections, like, oh, I want to be this. Okay, I want to do this because this seems like it's getting money. This seems like it's getting money. I wanted to travel the world, so I went to school to be a steward. You know, 5 whole months. That didn't work out. Every person that I had on my list, every airline that I had on my list, I never made none of them. Not neither one of them. All the interviews and everything. I never understood it. I got hurt by it. I kind of blamed God for it. You know, it's like, why? Like,
Blaming God.
why don't you want me to have nothing? Like, why? You see what I already been through? I'm trying to make something happen. You know? And, but one thing about it, when it's your time. When he knows where you need to be, he's going to keep bringing it. He's going to keep, no matter where you go or where you want to go, how you want to do it, you're going to always end back up where he wants you to be.
Mhm.
And every time I turned around, it was always fashion, fashion. You know, I seen this, I seen, I want to do this, I want to do that.
I want to pause it for a moment and open up the discussion. Have you ever had an instance where you were angry with God, bro? Or anybody out there? Have you ever had a instance or a situation where you were just so angry with God? Maybe
Mm-hmm.
you were planning something and it didn't turn out that the way that you wanted it to, and you just got so angry with him.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I definitely been been mad at my God a lot of my life.
Yeah.
Um, it's a growth thing. And then once you go through those phases in your life, then you get angry in the beginning, but then it's something. Once you have that relationship, you know what's next. You know something's gonna happen, something good's gonna happen, or you just and it's tough right now. And a lot of things in my life right now is tough. I just let I sometimes I just let it go, but sometimes I still blab at it once in a while. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and they thank God for my wife to keep me, what I mean, leveled. If you don't
Mm-hmm.
have that support or somebody that know you and understand your walk in your spiritual and your fleshly walk,
Mm-hmm.
it's very hard to manifest it and go through certain things in those two different tiers of your life. So I just thank God that I have those. A lot of people don't have those.
Mm-hmm.
These young ladies that's talking on this panel here, I can see that they don't. A lot of them didn't have that, and it's tough. It's more tough as a woman too, and kids.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have that support platform. You might get it once in a while. You're grateful for that, but it ain't nothing like having it there all the time.
Yeah.
And a lot of
Having
people don't.
somebody.
Yeah, a lot of people.
You
A
are.
lot of the women don't have that. And it's tough. Because us men, we don't. Some of us don't think about that, especially as a young age. We don't think like that. Like when we get older, we're mature and we'll think clearer. We'll know what we need to do for ourselves and for the queens. But when you a young age and you just all over the place and ain't organized and it's all about you, you're not thinking about
Mm.
that. You're not thinking about that at all. And I was one of those, so I know what I'm saying. But once hearing these women talk, even Goldie, what I'm saying, it seemed like she didn't have that platform that, all the time, you know.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for saying that, bro, because it does get tough when you don't have anybody in your corner, and that's something that I feel that we as women, this is another reason why this is needed, because a lot of times, like you said, we don't have a support system. We don't have someone that we can lean on to if you are having a crisis, whether it's a drug crisis, alcohol crisis, a financial crisis, mental health crisis. You need
Mm-hmm.
somebody you can lean on. And a lot of times we as women, we have to lean on our kids, the older kids, to try
Mm-hmm.
and help us out. And you'll hear some of that as we continue on with this story. So if there's anybody out there that has any questions, please feel free to ask. Sydney, what makes you feel inspired or motivated? People, just to answer your question really quickly, and I'll get more into it once we take a longer break. But it's people, and what is my biggest inspiration for the morning show? People, and just watching how Franklin moved when he had his morning show over at 514 online, and then he brought it over here. Um, that's what my biggest inspiration is, knowing that we bring joy and positivity into people's lives every single morning that you turn on the morning show. What about you, bro? What makes you feel inspired or motivated?
Just helping people. I just like helping people. I just like to uplift people. The stuff that I didn't get coming up. You
Mm,
know what I'm saying? And everything I'm doing for people and bring to the table, you know what I mean? These are the things I didn't get when I was younger.
mm,
I'm older. I want to be the one to give the opportunity. You know what I mean? And a platform to help people because a lot of things I want to do coming up. I didn't have that support or help. I had to figure it out, and
yeah,
that's tough.
it is tough. It is tough. All right.
So now I'm at the point now in my life where I gave up everything and I finally understood the science of where God was putting me. So now I'm in school, college. It took me a long time because I felt I was too old for college. I'm like, I'm too old, but I
You're
wanted to be
never too old for college.
Never, never.
I want to be something like, come on now. I want to be pro. I want to do this. I want to dress people. I want to do mannequins. I want to do all that. But then you have to sit me down and realize it's just not going to fall in your hands. You're going to have to go through some things where the process to get to it, you know? And although my mind don't work like it used to, I didn't think I was going to come into school and just think everything's going to be like, I knew it was going to be hard for people to talk. But then to sit here and be like, this. I don't know nothing about it. And then he always talked to me and said, well, you always said you want to invest in one. You always said you want to learn how to use one anyway. This is your time. So I'm still learning, going through it, but I thank God, I ain't where I want to be, but thank God I always think about where I used to be. Because right now it's in the process for me, and I know I speak things to assistance, and I want to be where I want to be. And I'm happy for my life that I'm on that narrative. You shine. One thing about you, Twenty, you have always been a light. And sometimes when we are in places that are so dark, where it's just so much, it's hard for us to see that light because we feel like there's no. If you look around and there's nobody else like you, and it's like, why am I so different? Why can I not connect to these people? Why when I do be around people, I feel like an outsider? I felt like that forever. And I've always seen you as a light. I've always seen you as a light. Even as a little girl, I saw that you were different. Like you were going to be different. And sometimes it's harder when you are in those environments where it's not it's not rewarding. It's more like, oh, why are you dressing like that? Or why are you different? Or you think you're better than somebody. And it's like, no, I don't think I'm better. I just know that I want more. And we feel like it's not okay to want more. And then we get into these relationships because we're seeking some type of acceptance. Please love me. Please accept me. Don't you see? Don't you see that I just want to love you? Don't you see? Oh, let me fix you. Let me fix your problem. And all the while, we can't even fix our own problems because we're trying to fix their problem. I was in a relationship and I thought, oh my goodness, oh, you saved me. I'm finally over my ex because I went through 7 years of hell with that. And oh, I'm in this thing. And oh, I love you. You love me. You making me feel love again. You make me feel beautiful. You make me feel like a woman again. And oh, let me fix you. But you got your own issues. But that's okay, baby. That you got these issues. I'm gonna stand there right. We gonna ride this thing out together. And all the while you steady hurting like hell, but you gonna still stick with it because I'm strong and I can do this. I can do this. I'm gonna love you forever. I'm gonna love you forever, Tamara. That you've gone through that. I'm gonna love you forever. I'm gonna not think about what my hurt. I'm gonna not think about this pain that I'm going through because I'm strong. How many of us have gone through that where we felt like we were strong enough to endure, but all the while we were really hurting like hell, hurting like hell. It's really hard when you have somebody else come through their problems, and try to be over here, I am over here, but it's just kind of hard because it's like you think in your head, I'm not going to myself, like I'm sorry for myself, but they see something in you, and they trust you. Your life. So I have to put all that time, my problems, myself, help somebody else. Wisdom, need somebody. I mean, everybody is rare. But you see, you get caught up like that. You're so busy trying to help other people and other people, but then you sit down. Sometimes you have breakdowns. It's like you're like on top of me praying for myself, but I didn't want to do myself. I didn't ever want every time I pray for me. So I always start praying for other people. I always tell people, if you want to here, I'm here. But I'm not, but if I happen to comment on something you say or something I feel that's wrong, just, I'm trying to, be not hurt you. I'm not going to never say nothing. And I'll tell you from my point of view. But that's the way I, did my church, trying to help other people along the church side. But one thing about it, I have friends out. So, yeah, so, God, he's my Lord, my mother, still praying for me. That too, like I was, before we started the film, we were talking about how you want to be dad, how not. Like, man, and I'll be like, man, right. Like, and he is proud. Like, I had my mom. I didn't have a dad in my life, and I know that affected me because I realized in my journey that these guys that I'm looking at, that I'm dealing with, is because I'm looking for a father figure. And, especially like this last thing that I was in, I was like, man, I saw it. I was like, damn. Like, it's that dad that I need. Somebody to tell me that, tell me you are going to be okay and tell me, just be supportive of me. And I realized that's what the attraction was. It wasn't that I was attracted to the individual, I was attracted to that father figure that I needed. And it took a long time for me to realize that. And now as I'm on this journey, like I am single and I'm thankfully single because I realize my worth and I know what I want and I'm not willing to settle. But it's hard to not go into that place where, I love on people a little bit because I just need to love.
I just want to pause it for a moment, everybody, because I know the sound quality is not that good. So we're going to continue with until 8 o'clock. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the link to the original show out there. And then hopefully we can get that second portion out up there. But I wanted to open it up for anybody who's watching live, or even if you are watching the replay, because mommy and daddy issues are real and it affects so many of us as adults. We don't realize how much it affects us until we start living or get into relationships. I didn't realize I had daddy issues until after I was divorced. I didn't realize how much it affected me not having my father in my life. The person that I felt was my father, he passed away in 1982. I was 5 years old, and he made a profound impact in my life. He's the reason why, I liked certain guys, certain type of guys, and the way they looked and stuff like that. But he's also a reason why I have abandonment issues, and that's something that I have to work on. Those abandonment issues. Did you realize that you had issues with either of your parents at all, bro? And if you did you realize that prior to getting in a relationship or marriage?
Oh yeah, I yeah, I think I had more mama issues than daddy issues because the daddy issues I didn't understand until I
Hmm.
got older, but I knew from all the negativity that my mom was saying about my father, it didn't fit with me. It didn't fit with me right as a young boy. Even at 5 6 years old, it didn't fit right with me. You know what I mean? Because when she did let me see dad, we was excited. I don't know about my sister, but I was. I was very excited. But yeah, I took a lot of that stuff with me prior to my mom. You know what I mean? Because those who don't know, I was very abused, growing up. You know what I mean? And that's a whole nother show.
We're going to talk about that because it
Whole
it,
nother show.
it
Uh,
matters. Yeah.
yeah, so I took a lot of that how I treated women. You know what I mean? Because of that. You know,
Mhm.
I even though all the things that she done to me, I still was a mama's boy. It was mama. We had some good moments, and the only time, like I said, only time I see my mom happy, and I said this before on another one of your segments of your show, one of your old shows back in the day, we was on the Evil Rush Network. As I said that me and my mom have a connection with music. That's what made me do music. That's what got me
Mhm.
involved. That's the only time I ever seen her happy when she's playing her records. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It could be a real sad day. She crying. She doing this. She just tearing up the house and beating on us. And then as soon as the music come on, you know,
Good.
come here, baby, and hugging on me. And that was the love that I wanted. That type of love from my mom all the time. And the only time that she was like that when she playing her Earth, Wind and Fire, her BGs, her Beatles, her all her albums, because she was an album collector, and everybody in the family know my mom was the number one album collector in the family. She had every record in the world. She was record theater to my mom's house. She had crates and crates all over the living room. And so, yeah, yeah. So so she every time every time she was happy is when she was playing music. So that's what made me get involved in music. I knew I could sing a little bit because I sung in the choir. I could hold a note. But when hip hop came, I said I'm gonna go ahead and grab that instead.
Mm.
And and that's what had me do what I do now because of her. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So
It's amazing how much we pick up from our hey ecstasy, so nice to see you, love. Hey Greg, hey Tyreek, thank you everybody for joining today. I was about to say this morning, this is a special episode of the Vette Green Show. I'm really trying to get this entire episode to play, but the sound quality is not that good. But I do appreciate those of you who are still hanging with us. The original show, I'm going to share the link in a few moments so y'all can see the original show, and I'm going to try my best to get that second portion up and running within the next few days. Unfortunately, I had some issues with the
video, audio,
yeah. Yes, thank
all
you,
that good stuff.
and all that good stuff. So let me, and those of you who are in the chat right now, are any of you or have you dealt with mommy or daddy issues? I'm saying mommy or daddy issues because we can have either, or some of us have both. Some of us
Yeah.
have mommy and daddy issues,
Yes, it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And if you have or are, when did you realize that it was an issue for you? I was really grown when I realized that it was an issue for me, the daddy issues, and especially the abandonment part.
Mhm.
I was grown when I realized.
What was the how did you deal with dealing with that, and how when was how low was you in the transition where you was delivered from that when you felt better about it? What's the time period, and what was the transition?
Hey, Teresa. Um, so once I started working on myself, doing the self-development, and started trying to figure out, well, why did you handle that way? Or why did that affect you in that way? Or why did you react that way? And then it was like, aha, I'm sitting back, I call it unpacking. I'm unpacking my moves and I'm like, okay, what made you do that? Like what made you turn left instead of turning right? And I realized it was, a lot of the reasons were I had daddy issues. The men that I picked, it was because these were the type of men that I was looking for a father figure in some of them, or not even just a father figure. I was looking for some aspects of what my father would have been like in my life, whether it's teaching me something, or just loving on me. I get that from my grandfather. My grandfather was very, very affectionate. So I am
Mhm.
very, very, I'm huggy, feely. Oh, love me. I'm that person. And I get that from my grandfather because my grandfather, I used to sit on his lap and just rub his beard and stuff. I was very, very affectionate. So that's where I get that from. I think the biggest aha moment for me that I'm continuing to work on is that abandonment issue. Not thinking, that those
Okay.
abandonment issues will get you in trouble. It'll have you trying to be in relationships that you shouldn't even be in. But
Mhm.
because you're scared to be alone or you're scared that you're going to be left, then
Mhm.
you're listen, abandonment issues kept me in a situation for a little bit too long,
Mhm.
where I was just not even, I say not respecting myself,
Mhm.
not respecting myself because I wasn't demanding certain things
Mhm.
from the person that was
Mhm.
supposed to be loving on me. A lot of times
Right.
we get caught up, right? We get caught up in
Mhm.
these because we don't
Yeah.
belong. So you willing to settle.
Oh
It's
yeah.
I'm
But,
not doing
yeah. I did that short time of my life, and then and it got me in more trouble.
mhm.
And I want to talk about this too. So we talk, we in the same pocket that we talking about as support. What is support? I always was confused growing up. What is support? Because especially when I was going through things, people think that support was just showing up and stuff. That's part of it, but
Mhm.
I that wasn't the finish line for me.
Mm.
So what was the finish line for you on support? What's your definition of support? So that's who gonna support Vette Green in her emotional state, her spiritual state, her business state, her baby mama state, her sister brother state. What is support?
Yes, support is just lending your ears sometimes, lending your shoulder, giving a hug, a virtual hug, or just being there and not asking for anything in return. Just
Hmm.
being there for me. It does not have to be support doesn't have to be financial. Support does not have to be anything like that, materialistic, nothing like that. It's just being there for me, letting me know that you are really there for me. Hey, beautiful. This is Lola's mom. She said I lost my mom early at age 23, so I had a lack of mom issues, but I had a strong relationship with my father, so I'm truly insecure of being an enabler. Lola and
Okay.
I struggled a lot with that. Oh, yes.
Oh wow.
Yes. Teresa, right there, being an
Yeah, yeah.
enabler.
She said
Mhm.
Lola has struggled with that a lot. Okay.
Yes, this is Lola's mom. And thank you for watching today, Queen.
Yeah, no
I,
doubt.
yeah.
On the throne, hold it down. Another
Hmm.
one of those queens that's holding the family down.
Yes,
You know
she
what I mean?
is. Yes, she
Everything on their back, just carrying that thing, just walking.
is.
Like it ain't even heavy, but it's heavy.
The queen
Yeah,
of all queens.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Oh, thank
yeah,
you so much, Queen. I
yeah,
appreciate that. I
yeah.
have been an enabler also, and I realized a part of that came with the abandonment issues. Like, I'm going to
Mhm.
help you out so you don't leave me. I'm going to, and not even knowing that you're doing that, just like, oh, I want you to see your crown. So
Mhm.
if I help you see your crown, then you're going to love me even more. It's so
Mhm.
much to this conversation, Joker.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah,
so
it
much
is.
conversation.
And some of that support, because I was confused the word support because and I talk about it now because I'm very clear now, especially since the thing that happened with my sister's past Thanksgiving.
Mhm.
What was it? Last year, a year ago.
Thanksgivings. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And it really got me real clear. Like that lens in my life got so clear, like it was
Mhm.
fog, and I felt it though. I mean that it was not real. So when people support me, I felt the fake and I felt the cap. I should say that's a new word now. They be capping. I
Uh-huh.
felt the cap in my life back then.
Uh-huh.
People just being there, like when things happened in my life, and when I was in the group home, and then my mama never was around like that, but my grandmother was. But certain situations, my grandma used to probably talk to my mom to try to talk her into coming to one of the meetings, whatever. And that I felt that cap.
Mm.
Cap came in like you haven't been coming here. Grandma been doing this on her own, supporting me,
Yeah.
picking me up, taking me around the family, coming to the meetings, talking to my counselors, seeing how I'm doing in school. Like, I didn't get that when I got out my mama house going into the system. So when she's coming around, I be thinking to myself, like, I really want to say, what you doing here? Like,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? Like, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? I was,
You haven't been
but,
supporting me all this other time.
what I'm saying? But I stayed in my child's place because that we was raised like that. You know how we old school.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I,
Absolutely.
I stayed in the child's place and just went with the punches. But it hurt it. So when she leave, she back at that original wave again. It's like that was a waste of time.
That had to be
You wait,
confusing also.
yeah, you wasted your time because at the end of the day, I don't need you. That's where I was at the age 13.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
Grandma was the one that make sure everything, the paperwork was good, boom. Because the only thing my mom was doing was paying child support at the time. That was it.
Mm.
I never understood that part. So I was, but support to me was always different because of that situation. You know what I mean? Sometimes I
Mm.
don't want you there. Sometimes I want you. If you ain't there from the beginning, then don't come near the middle or when you see that it's an opportunity for you to benefit off something.
Mhm.
I don't, You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm so strict on when I support. I make sure it's real. I'm not gonna put my hand in a cookie jar if I'm not gonna support. Or I'm not
Mm-hmm.
gonna be real about it. I'm not gonna. I can't do that. I feel weird.
Mm-hmm.
I just leave it alone.
What does Joker asked a very good question. What does support look like for you? For those of you, hey Mark Lee, what
I'll
does
clean the
support
house.
look like for you?
Yeah,
That's a
you
very
know.
good question.
And then when child support came, that was a form of support. But knowing the system, that still ain't support.
Right,
You know what
right.
I mean? I wanted to be around my kids to help them when they were young, but the mother separated that from the court case. So it's
Mm,
like they need the wisdom, they need the love, they need the hugs and the kisses, they need the support of me being there.
yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I was like. What I was like, that's not support either. So if I pay, if I don't pay, it's
Hmm.
to me. I feel that's just a section, a little small section of support. But I wanted to be there to teach my son more about basketball, and what I'm saying, and be with my daughter, and help her braid hair, and what I'm saying, let her put lipstick on me, and what I'm saying, just have fun.
Your
I,
presence.
yeah, I miss that. I can have that now since my daughters is older. This is my oldest daughter. We have a different type of relationship now. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And she let me come around. She let me be around the grandkids, and I show that part of love that she missed. She's happy to see that with the grandbabies.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Because it's at the end of the day, it's your presence, not the presence
right.
the kids want.
Yeah, that's right.
Teresa says support looks like a reasonable understanding of what the children need in their lives, one-on-one attention, period. Yep. Money only buys the necessities. That part.
Yeah.
That part, Teresa.
So
Yeah.
I had to educate myself, and nobody taught me that. I
Mhm.
had to figure out myself. I had to do the research. I had to, open up the dictionary and read and all that. I had to do the research because that nobody never taught me because the system is an agenda.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? By the time I got out of my mom's house when I was 11, okay, in the system. I
Mhm.
didn't figure out the system until I was like 14.
Mm.
So then when I started asking those questions when I was going to court, talking to the lawyers, they thinking I was too smart for my own good because I was asking some questions like, hold up. You know what I'm
You
saying?
want
You
to
just
know
gotta,
why? What's going on
yeah,
here?
yeah, this don't make sense right now. Like right now, 1 and 1 is 5. Like, what's up? Like, I need to know what's going on. This says this.
Mhm.
He told me this. The judge say this. Okay, okay. I know this to the judge, but why y'all telling me this to confuse me? Y'all got to say something. The judge told me this.
Mm.
Now y'all got something else on a piece of paper and say something else. Like, hold on now, we got to come together on this. But then they'll ignore that as me being a young black boy
Mhm.
in the
Mhm.
system. Understand me?
As
And
if
me
you don't
being
know what you're talking about.
right. So now me being older and my son is in the system. Now when I talk to his counselor and stuff and ask questions, they ignore me then because I know the system. Like y'all, don't put Dookie on a bowl and say it's a pancake. Don't do that.
Because you ain't no fool.
Yeah, I was born that night, but not last night.
Bro
Yeah,
said he didn't walk down this road already. So y'all ain't gonna fool me with this
yeah.
mess.
That's why they ignore me when I had the meetings with my son. And I be in the meeting. Listen, that's why they be on their P's and Q's when I'm in the meeting on the phone. Cause I'm like, oh, I got a question. Hold on right there. Why he
Mhm.
taking that medication when that medication causes stroke? Come on, talk to me.
Mhm.
And I'm educated. I got a daughter that's a nurse. I got a sister that's a nurse. Come on now,
Mhm.
I'm educated. No, I make a phone call. Don't do this to me.
Stop playing with me.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
I know that's right, bro.
yeah. Come on now. Yeah, man.
Is it
But
playing?
yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But that's where I'm at with the support thing and all that. I had to educate myself. You know what I mean? And that took a lot of work. As me being
Mhm.
having a learning disability, being in the system. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, all this is not my fault. That's the crazy thing about it. And I have to blame myself all the time.
I was about to ask you that, bro. Did you think that growing up that it was all
Yeah,
your fault?
used to blame myself all the time, but then seeing the things that my mom had did to me, and then the doctors telling me that's what caused my disability, is
Mhm.
because I've been knocked on my head at age 3.
Yeah.
Thrown down the stairs at the age 2.
Mm.
Beat up in the bathtub by my mama. And like that's what learning disability come from.
Yeah.
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 They surprised I don't have seizures. One
Mm.
doctor said, doing the CAT scan on my brain, they
Because
said the
you were
whole
so young, your brain
yeah,
was still developing.
yeah. But thank God I haven't had no seizures. They said that when I get older I might, but thank God I might be delivered from that. Y'all keep praying on that because I don't want to have no
Knock
seizures,
on
man.
wood.
Yeah,
Amen.
yeah.
Ooh,
So
amen.
yeah,
We're gonna
so
have to continue more of these impromptu conversations.
yeah, yeah, definitely.
I don't know if it's playing. What I'm gonna do. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think we're gonna so what I'm gonna do, everybody, and I thank everybody who did join and watching the show today. What I'm gonna do is put a link to the original showing in the chat. Just give me a little bit to get the
yeah.
link together.
She said she have a seizure disorder. It's nothing to play with. Yeah.
Mm.
Ooh, thank God I don't have. But the doctors told me when I think I was 16 when they were still doing tests on me. Since then, being they told me that's possible when I reach the age like 14, 40, or 45, I might end up having seizures. But I never had one, so thank God
Mm.
on that. I haven't did an update on it. My process going through my little steps now for our disability. So I think they might do more tests on me as me being older because of me having COVID and all the other stuff came up. They might want to do some more tests and find out until you see what's going on. So yeah,
Bro, how do you handle the we spoke about the
lots
daddy
of
issues,
stuff,
mommy
man.
issues. Hey, Lost Toast, how are you? Thank you so much for joining us. How do you handle that now that you are older? Those the issues,
Yeah.
the mommy issues.
I'm pretty much, I put it in the Most High's hands. It don't bother me as much. But be seeing other kids go through certain things that they don't have fathers and moms, especially mothers. I think they need daddies too, but it's almost like being normal to that. It seemed like, but it's not. But the mother part really bothers me because of what I've been through. I mentor a lot of young kids that's going through that I've been through. A lot of people hit me up that know my story, that listen to my music, that's a fans. Always hit me up in my inbox saying they've been through similar. That I heard the song "Never Die." It touched me. I know what you went through with your mom and this and that. So, um, I deal with it different because I put it in the music and I put it in the podcast and stuff like that to help people, and that's how I deal with it now. And plus, I still do my therapy when I can and do the things to keep me, and my wife is definitely a supporter in that area. So it's an everyday work. It never stops. It's like it's an everyday thing.
Continuous
Same thing with
process.
anger. I work on it
Mm.
every day. It's no days off. Like you got to keep on plugging at it. Keep having faith. Keep staying busy to keep your spiritual life official. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And that's why I stay in that lane very well. And support like people like you. You know what I'm saying? Miss Arkansas. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
King Big Mike. A lot of people around in my area. Dawn. Everybody. I got a lot of good people around me to keep me balanced on what I'm going through, and I can talk to you guys anytime I want to, anytime I need to, and it's a good thing to have that. When you don't have that, it's real tough. It's
It's
a
so tough.
everyday walk. Yes.
Los Toast said, mental health is always a challenge. I fight myself daily. You and me both.
Yes.
And the
Yes.
other thing I found out is that family does not always equal blood, everybody. Sometimes you just, the family does not have to come from a blood relative. Family is what you make it. This is my bro. This is that. I feel like this is my Joker is my big bro. My mom, this is my mom's son. The son she
Yes.
didn't have. Okay.
Yeah.
The
Yes.
son she didn't have. This is
Yes.
family is not always, you have to make use of what God gives you. And sometimes we go through a lot growing up. We
Mm-hmm.
go through a lot. This panel of women right here, every last one of us, no matter what age, we all have a story.
Mm-hmm.
Teresa said, being a mom who has carried both her children without their fathers and only $24 child support a week, one of the dads being an abuser, I had to give my life to God and surround myself with others who can relate to what I was going on. That
Yes.
part,
Yes.
that part, Queen.
But that's how we deal with those things. But when you don't have that, you got nothing to hold on to. How can you survive? How can you move forward in life when you don't have those things? You don't have no outlet. Music was an outlet to me. By the time I knew that I want to do music, because I see my mom, but the only time I seen her happy listening to music. That's what got me doing music. The music ended up being an outlet. You know what I'm saying? Even though I once upon a time I pushed the music to try to make it a career as far as getting signed. But now I get educated and more educated on mental health and more educated on everything else. Now it's an outlet for me, and it so happens that I'm making money off it, now. But it was an outlet. Always will be an outlet first. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I wrote roses for a reason, not because I want to get millions and millions of streams and do this and that. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing it to tell you my story about now. That's
Mhm.
about me now and what I do now. See what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
another chapter in the book, in the walk, in the stuff that I'm writing in my journal in music. That's all.
Teresa said, writing poems, art, becoming an inspiring, motivational speaker. That's what's doing it for me.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
is what's doing it for me. Trying to, not even trying to, just changing my entire life. And because having a father who was abusive, um, in more ways than one, kind of did something to me. First off, he tried to take my mom's life when she was pregnant with me. So I mean, right
mhm,
there tells you, that he had his own issues. I've been able to since forgive him for all of that. And that became a part of the self development also, having to forgive him for
yeah.
everything he did. Um, but it's definitely writing and speaking is helping me heal from all of that. It's
And,
helping me.
and, and that forgiveness part, thank God that you could do that, and I have too. And I remember talk to one of my mentors, Pastor Sammy Cliscale out of South Carolina. If he's tuned in, shout out to you. And I remember he said, "When when you forgive somebody, it's when you can grow from it within yourself after you say I'm sorry, I forgive that
Mm,
person. When you start
mm,
growing in that same walk, that's when you know that you forgave that person. But if
yeah.
you ain't growing in that walk and you still having issues with that, you didn't forgive that person.
Hmm.
That makes sense.
It does make sense. And I'll add one more. When you can think about it and it no longer creates the same reaction that it used to, that negative reaction. Teresa
Mhm.
said, forgiveness is the most important key to healing completely. Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
yeah, I agree. I've been healed but that's why I can talk about things and it will make me get emotional about it when somebody else going through it and they that same little hill that I was on that couldn't get over that hump.
Mm,
That's when the emotional
hmm.
comes in. You know what I mean? Because I've been in that top of that same hill you was on. That I
Yeah.
couldn't get over. You just looking down like you know you just don't even want to walk down that hill. You try at the top, and you just want to walk back down. It's easier to slide the other way than walking down the other way. So it's like
Mm,
just get over it. Just get over that hump. Not even get over it on the bridge. That this it's a hill situation. That's the thing I see in my mind, in my mental. Like get over that hump. Get over that hill. You know what I'm saying?
mm.
I know it's hard to walk down. I know you might slip and fall. Come on now, it ain't perfect. Just keep going down that hill. I know it's easy to go down and just slide backwards. I know it's easy. It is. It is.
You got it, bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
look at
yeah,
you up
yeah,
here doing your motivational speaker. We are going, listen, we got a lot of things coming down the pipeline, y'all, here at Green
yeah.
Links Media. We are going to have some events coming up ourselves,
Hmm.
God
Hmm.
willing, if God say the
Yeah,
same. Bro, I
yeah,
see you're speaking. I see you. I see
yeah,
you.
man. It is what it is. I just speaking facts because anything that I teach and to help others, I look at myself first, what I've been through, and what can I do to help. Same thing with the my mentors of my anger. It's like the number one cure of anger is know your niche in that anger. You
Mm.
know what I mean? That's the cure. The cure is not stop. The cure is to know your limit. Don't put
Triggers.
yourself in situations. And a
Mm.
lot of people that has anger always put themselves in a situation thinking they're cool. No, baby, you're not. No, you're not. No, trust me. You know what I mean? I don't put myself in those situations. You know what I mean? I'm really picky on certain things. On my anger, I'm very picky. You know what I mean? I'm like, nah, I don't think I should do that. I don't think I should go there. I don't think I should talk about this over here in this set of people. You know what I mean? They going through a little something. I study people very well. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And I'm a
Mhm.
tourist, so that's what tourists do. We
Mhm.
analyze people. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? I don't want to trigger myself over a situation. Number one, I can't control. Number two is it's none of my business. And number three is just stay in your little lane. You good?
That part.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I say little in that area of Miss Arkansas because that is a little lane. It got to stay little. Because if it's big, then you know it's a situation.
I think
Yeah.
knowing something you said, knowing yourself pretty much, knowing yourself,
Yeah.
knowing your triggers. It
Yeah.
helps.
Yeah.
Hey, CC, hey, cuz.
Yeah. Yeah. The cure is being consistent.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I've learned. And that's why I haven't had an outburst in a while, a long time. You know what I mean?
Thank God for that
I don't
one.
I don't put myself in those situations. Like, and then people that try to poke the bear, I warn them, don't poke the bear, don't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I let them know, whatever situation I listen, don't do that.
And
You know what I'm
sometimes
saying?
people will do that purposely to try and take you back to that place. Teresa
Yeah.
said, question to you both. Where do you take your breaths when someone has crossed you into the depths of anger? Ooh, 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 ooh. Sometimes right then and there, I have to say, woosah, because I don't want to, ooh, we.
Yeah, you know, this my wife tell me this too, and a couple of my friends tell me this. That I start talking to myself. Like, you know, I walk away. I start talking to myself like, come on, bro. Like, you know, like, nah, dog, you ain't ready for this right here. Like, you know what I mean? Just,
Self.
at the end, yeah.
Mhm.
So, and then, even on this social media, that's why I don't stroll as much. I don't,
Mhm.
when somebody get records in my inbox, I gotta block them right away because this device right here, these platforms here, could trigger you to a whole nother level. It's
To
like
have you
some stuff.
swinging in the streets.
Listen, let me tell you some stuff on here you can't unsee when you just have stuff on your timeline, and you. That's why I cleaned up my timeline. Also, I'm so happy that Meta and the algorithm will get stuff out of your way in your timeline. Because let me tell you something. You know what I mean? Once you see something, it's a wrap. You can't unsee it no more. It's
Yeah.
in your mental now when you see something. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? So I try not to stroll this much. Even when I'm doing my marketing, I try not to stroll this much. That's why I just do it in a different way now because I don't got time to be seeing all this negative vibes and energy and all that. I don't got time for none of that. So therefore, I have to really counsel myself,
Mm.
bro. Like, come
Ooh,
on,
that part.
get out of Facebook, get out of Instagram. You good? You good? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I have to retrain myself like that. You know what I mean? And
Why
then
is
by the
that
time
important to counsel yourself, bro? That is good. I'm using that. I call it
yeah,
self-talk, but you really are.
yeah,
You counseling yourself. Why?
counseling myself because when you go to counseling, you know, I hate to say this, but it is what it is, and y'all agree with me. I'm pretty sure a lot of people here are going to agree with me. When you go to a counselor, they went to school to do that. You know what I mean? They didn't have, you know what I'm saying? 80% of the time, those people that's counseling you about a situation as being a black man
Mm.
hasn't walked that. Even some black counselors haven't walked your shoes because they probably, a lot of them is raised. Because I ask questions. When I get a new counselor, I'll be counseling them. I'm like, where you from? You know what I'm saying? Before you say anything about me, where you from? Where you grew up at? How you grow up? You know what I'm saying? And guess what? 90% of the time, it's the opposite of how I grew up. So how are you going to be able to counsel me about something, about you seeing what's going on that piece of paper that's logged in and what I've been through? How are you going to help me?
Hmm.
And they be stuck.
We don't even share an experience, so you can't help me.
No.
Yeah.
How can I help a crackhead smoke crack and I never smoke crack?
You ain't never smoke crack.
I can't do nothing for that person. But I can tell you how to stop smoking cigarettes because I stopped smoking cigarettes.
Or stop drinking if you know.
Yeah, of course. I've been through all that. But crack, I don't know nothing about crack and cocaine. I don't know nothing about that right there.
Yeah.
I can't help a crackhead or a cocaine sniffer. I can't help that. I never did that before.
Experience.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what I'm saying.
I don't speak too much no more. I just say I need my peace. Yeah. Sometimes you just have to walk away. Sometimes you have to just walk away.
But see, that's easy said and done because I did that too for years. It didn't work. So now I have to talk to myself. Soon as something happens, I got to turn around like, listen, bro, come on now. Like, all right, then I walk away. But, but just walking away ain't good for me because if I don't talk to myself and I turn around and look at him, it's just a wrap. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's gonna be a situation. Hands gonna be thrown.
And don't let them have a smirk on their face because they know they didn't poke the bear purposely.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that to me. Don't do that. Don't do that, brother. Don't do that, please, Lord Jesus. I had to praise God. I had to put my praise on in the middle of that just to get out of there. Oh Lord, thank you. I got to say a sing a hymn or something. I got. I'm trying to tell you, boy.
Some people will try it purposely. Cece said, "No need to keep explaining yourself to someone who does not listen." I speak to God. Yes. Sometimes trying to explain yourself to somebody is just as frustrating as them thinking that it's just so frustrating because people are going to believe what they believe already. There's nothing you can do about that.
But people like that, that's part of their daily agenda. You know, they notice that's their daily agenda. Like our situation a couple weeks ago. That was her daily agenda.
Yeah.
You know, when somebody have that daily agenda, that's their life. That's a form of a lifestyle. And we can't break through that. Only nothing you can do. You know what I mean? She can't help herself. You know what I'm saying? She can't help herself just lying on folks. That's her MO. That was in her DNA. And
we soon learned that. And what did we do? We bowed out gracefully. Like, you can have that. You can have that.
That's your DNA. That's how you roll. You've been doing that. It's natural for you. You know what I mean? But you can act very well. You need to take acting class. You need to go ahead and get a job at, you know what I'm saying, acting at the Tyler Perry Studios or something. You might get a bag for that.
In the lie.
You know what I'm saying?
For real. Cece said, "I'm learning. I don't care who they are. You can't share everything with everybody." That's true too.
That's right. You know, you gotta know your limits on sharing information spiritually. You know what I'm saying? Anything you're going through, your life. You know what I mean? You gotta mean to. But see, I'm vulnerable here, but people don't want to hear the truth. So a lot of people are not going to listen to this. They're going to leave. So they're not going to really see what we're talking about now. That's the people that's actually engaged with what we're talking about on this platform, because the real people listen to this platform. The fake people don't. They just be nosy, see what they see, and then they're gone. They're not going to see the whole thing because they don't want to hear the truth. Because guess what? 90% of the time we talking about something, it's got something got to do with them. They're not going to stay on there and watch it. You know, it is what it is. I've seen it happen millions of times. And that's why I laugh when people come on and they leave. I have my little laugh. I laugh because, you know, the truth hurts. The truth hurts. Let's see here. Is Vette Green froze on us? Yeah, she froze on us. Yeah, I'm gonna close out with a song. Internet was going down. Yeah, no doubt. We're gonna end this with a nice little video, y'all. Appreciate y'all tuned in. I really appreciate everybody tuned in and sharing, engage with us with this amazing counsel. It helps me to help y'all, and I hope that people can take these kind words and understand you're not by yourself. You know what I mean? I'm always going through what I'm going through. I'm a father of 5. I have 4 grandbabies, and I'm a husband. I'm a brother, and I stay away from the shenanigans as much as I can because of my mental health, and I'm doing very well at it. And I appreciate everybody checking on me on the show. You know, saying where's your mental health between 1 and 10. I'm at a 10 right now, so I'm very at it real good right now, and I'm happy, and I'm definitely doing what I'm doing. And this is the Vette Green Show. This is not the pop up show with the Joker. I will be back tomorrow with my brother Boss Banker on pop up show with the Joker at 5 p.m. on Green Links Media. So make sure y'all go ahead and tune in, and make sure y'all continue. We're gonna have some special guests tomorrow on some people in Buffalo doing a big event on the 4th. They will be tuned in, and we're gonna be talking about Boss Banker's album that's now doing well on bossbanker.com. And he said it today live on the platform that he made more money on his website in one day on his album than he did in 6 months. So we're gonna talk about that tomorrow of how you cats, this artist, can make money right now, building the website and get the money right now. And the new song that we have, Roses, is on the website. If y'all want to get that, y'all can definitely go and get that. And I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a sample of our song that's coming out on the first single for our album together, me and Boss Baker. We're gonna play that right now. You know what I'm saying? It's called Buffalo to Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Can we go ahead and play that, and then we get up out of here? On the Vette Green Show. No doubt.
They really feel me, I ain't keeping in touch. When they down low, hating, don't be peeping it much.
That's why I'm on the low when I'm getting this dough. Just like Uncle Luke when they peeping the show.
Even the roads in concrete be forced to grow. That ground you be under if you forced to low.
4, 5, 6 be slick just like CeeLo. Chest so big to grind like Rambo.
First blood spilt, tension is built. Every sentence, every bar, every mention is killed.
Till we caught the party, sipping on Bacardi. You lying in your rhymes, I'm lying like Ed Hardy.
Bugatti skirt, 0 to 60. If you stop to think or blink, you might miss me.
Mach 10 to win, smile just grin. Blessing my mess, somehow I still sin. Crooks off the book, you shook like vibrators. We driving a ride, we hot like radiators.
Tailgaters, kill haters, snipe shit. Dutch clear, nothing left but nice shit.
8 shots, 5 hits, real quick. Changed up the ski masks and outfits.
Night dark, we lit. Edison, sip the yak while Joker smoke the medicine.
That's why they call me the hot joke. You like the match without no smoke.
Mike Jordan, game 6, I'm real choke. They complain about shit but won't vote.
This the realest shit that I wrote. You cats not hard, you soft like egg yolk, Paul.
Cause, give me a round of applause. Don't come around here unless you cover with bars. Bang!
Buffalo, hoodie on, white tee in a Bills fitted. Bouncing right back. Brooklyn, bouncing right back. Buffalo, bouncing right back. Bouncing right back. Buffalo, bouncing right back. Buffalo, bouncing right back.
Yeah, that was DJ Optimus Prime on the cuts. Appreciate y'all tuned in. No doubt we out.
Pressure, telling no. Self-hatred, oh, telling no, yeah. Mental illness, telling no. Diabetes and cancer, oh, telling no. Depression, telling no. Self-hatred, oh, telling no, yeah. Mental illness, telling no. Diabetes.